I believe that strong communities give people a place to belong. And I have demonstrated through my work at the Alliance Rec Center that I'm dedicated to this community. I built a team that successfully turned around a nonprofit organization. Like I said earlier, we were 2 weeks to close. And so now what we have built is a thriving organization that has over 40 community partners. We've grown membership over 20%. We have about 94,000 facility visits a year. And now we're in talks with UNL to assess recreation across our entire community, as well as expand our facility. So what I would say is that I'm a hard worker and I'm very dedicated to the success of this community. Primarily, I think what's lacking on council right now is a voice that is concerned with the children and families perspective. And so a vote for me is making sure that that voice is making and shaping decisions that will affect our future. So like I mentioned as well, I have a network of people across the state that, if you know me from the work in the community, you know I'm no stranger to picking up a phone call and figuring out how someone accomplished a task. And so I'm excited to be able to apply what I learned in Leadership Nebraska, what I continue to learn through my community service efforts here in Alliance, to make sure that we have a bright future that is centered around our children and families.
Well, as I stated, I've got 22 years' experience. I've never advocated to raise the mill levy for property taxes. We've, in fact, held it steady, and as I said, this year we reduced it. I'm not one to want to raise utility rates and things like that unless I absolutely have to provide service and quality of life. And one thing I always go by, whatever I do to the citizens, I do to myself. I'm not just a council member, I'm one of them. I'm part of the community. So the 22 years experience speaks for itself.
A vote for me would hopefully bring economic growth and development for our community, provide other resources and more industries for our citizens, and continue to support our youth so they have a place that they would come back to after secondary education.
Well, again, I am going on my name only. I think I have a good reputation in the community. I serve the community already. All my work is volunteer. I'm retired and on Social Security, but I work full time. I run the Young Life program. I'm a pastor of a church. I help out at the senior center. And if people think that I could be a beneficial to the city council, I would envy your vote. Vote for me. And if you do not like me, then don't vote for me.